What is going on, everyone? It is day 14 of training camp for the Houston Texans, and the main storyline coming out of Houston, we don't know who is going to be the starting quarterback in this week's Week 2 preseason matchup against the Miami Dolphins. It is also the Houston Texans preseason home opener. Obviously, fans want to get a glimpse of head coach Demeco Ryans and, most importantly, rookie quarterback CJ Stroud. But this is from our guy Cody Stutes. Head coach Demeco Ryans gave no commitment to CJ Stroud as the starter for Saturday's game. The reps will get decided after the joint practices with the Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are coming into town. Open practices will be Wednesday and Thursday. It will feature both the Houston Texans and Miami Dolphins. I will be there. Let me know if you will be too. And I will be at every remaining open practice that the Houston Texans have available to the public. So make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest Houston Texans news, rumors, and updates. And if you are new here to the channel, welcome. I drop daily Houston Texans content. I just hit 7K subscribers. I am trying to hit 10K by the end of the season. Please help me get there, and thank you guys for the continued and endless support. Once again, I'm going to read the quote from our guy Cody Stutes, who does a fantastic job covering the Houston Texans. No commitment to CJ Stroud as the starter for Saturday's game. The reps will get decided after the joint practices with the Dolphins. Didn't I tell you guys this was going to happen? The negative response to CJ Stroud's performance in last week's preseason game against the Patriots has been insane to see. I see the numerous "he's a bust" comments. The Houston Texans should have lost against the Colts. They could have had Bryce Young. The Houston Texans should have drafted Anthony Richardson. No Ohio State quarterback will ever work in the NFL. Man, cut the bullshit. If we're going to honestly judge CJ Stroud's performance, then let's look at the facts. The facts is it was a rainy day in Foxborough. He only threw 4 passes. How are we going to evaluate that? He was the rookie quarterback with the least most pass attempts in preseason week 1. And the main point of all, he was without his 3 starting offensive linemen, Laramie Tunsil, Shaq Mason, Titus Howard. They are the Houston Texans' best O-linemen. You know how I know that? They were the only 3 players awarded a 3-year contract from general manager Nick Caserio. That's how I know the Houston Texans believe in them and believe in this offensive line. And when they were there, CJ Stroud struggled. You saw 76 Ox and Declius get absolutely beat as soon as the ball was snapped. CJ Stroud had nowhere to go. Now, CJ Stroud also had that ugly interception where he tried to force it to Tank Dell. Could have had Dalton Schultz for about 7-8 yards. Punt the ball, live to see another play. But I'm not faulting CJ Stroud after only 4 passes. Where are the Anthony Richardson is a bust? I think he threw an interception. Where are the Will Levis is a bust? I think he also threw an interception. Coach JB said that none of these rookie quarterbacks look good on his show today. So the fact that we are already labeling CJ Stroud a bust after only throwing 4 passes and it is week 1 of the preseason is insane to me. Now, when you switch to Davis Mills, this is the best news you've heard in the past couple of weeks. The fact that head coach Demeco Ryans is not committing to CJ Stroud starting against the Miami Dolphins means you have a chance. Now, this is from the 33rd team. They do a great job scouting report. Our boy Texan Stodge Jordan is there. Shout out to him, man. He does a great job covering the Houston Texans and every other NFL team. They believe that after this preseason game in week 1, that Davis Mills is leading the quarterback competition. I'm going to play the clip right here.
To say that that was successful, that's a difficult sell now going into this next week, because now you've also got Davis Mills, who had a really impressive game relative to what Stroud did. So if this is a competition after the first round, Davis Mills is clearly in the lead.
And Davis Mills yesterday had a very solid practice. I could honestly say he looked like the best quarterback yesterday. Not saying CJ Stroud had a bad day, but Davis Mills did look better. Now, when you look at these upcoming open practices against the Miami Dolphins, there will be an open practice on Wednesday, an open practice on Thursday. That, to me, is going to be CJ Stroud versus Davis Mills, not the Houston Texans against the Miami Dolphins. I wonder if both quarterbacks are going to now split reps. And why wouldn't they? You're going to have a chance to go against another NFL team finally. There have been 2 fights in the past 2 days in Houston Texans training camp. Our guy Brooks Cabina said that he was talking to Sean Pendergrass, and they both agreed that they haven't seen a fight here in years. There are definitely going to be some fights on Wednesday and Thursday, man. This Houston Texans team is ready. But all eyes should be on the quarterback battle between C.J. Stroud and Davis Mills. If I'm C.J. Stroud, I'm going to just go out there and show why I was the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft. And honestly, I think C.J. Stroud might try to put on a show. Test this Miami defense. You've been testing the Houston Texans defense all throughout training camp. Go ahead and do it against Miami. If you're Davis Mills, keep on stacking good days. Don't make mistakes. And have the conversation be, can we keep C.J. Stroud on the bench and let Davis Mills be quarterback 1 until it happens? Man, seeing that quote today is just, it's not negative, right? My reaction is not negative. I see why the Houston Texans did this. I see why head coach Demeco Ryans did not name a starter a couple of weeks ago. I wonder who is going to be the starting quarterback against the Miami Dolphins in week 2 of the preseason game. It is the Houston Texans preseason home opener. If you were going to be there, let me know. I will be there as well. And if you want more Houston Texans daily content, man, you guys feel free to follow me for more. As always, go Houston Texans. Have a very blessed day.